Hello everyone, Tarsis here, back with another Resonance Solstice video. So this time around, I'll be showcasing my daily team, and it's kinda a premium team. This team is a Shadowcraft team, basically a Scuff version till I get Joshua or Lysandra in the future. However, this team is extremely tanky, having 2 healers, 1 shielder, and 1 damage reduction buffer. So you won't really die unless you are facing an opponent that gaps your level. Anyhow, what we have here is Nayuta, Tenny, Arena, Suen, and Aoba. And I will say this early on, you don't really need awakenings for this team except for Aoba's Awakening 1. And I'll explain it in a second. So to break down this team, we have 3 frontliners and 3 middle crew members. And so for the requirements on this team is, first, you need to have 4 times Cunning Betrayal. This helps us constantly generate Shadowcrafts. And I only have 2 for now, and I'm still grinding for the other 2. Next is the armor. You can go for the Sword Citadel armor, mainly external memory matrix, which makes you more tankier, or Anita Simulated Stars, which heals you as you use leader skill. And for accessory, you can get the Dawn Cloud Seal if you reach Reputation 15 in CDCA Bureau, or just get 5 times Mobius for easier cycling. For this team, we are using the Nayuta Infinite Cost Shuffle engine, which basically what the name says, we got infinite cost. And thanks to Awakening 1 Aoba, this makes the team function. So what does Awakening 1 Aoba do? So this Awakening node adds an effect on her yellow card Improvision to generate cost when discarded. This may sound a bit weird, even though it says discarded, it doesn't really say that it only works when the card goes to the discard file. And so what it actually means is that if the card gets removed from your hand, it will generate cost. And with that in mind, we will use Nayuta's ultimate to reshuffle that card into our deck, and this triggers the cost generation. And so if we keep redrawing Improvision and keep reshuffling it, we're basically in a loop of infinite cost generation. And moving on, we have Tenny. So Tenny is our frontline, and she does draws and gives shield to the team, making it so that whenever a blue card is used, she provides shield to all allies, and both her and Nayuta can easily use blue cards, making the shield quite consistent, I'd say. Next is we have my quote-unquote healer Arena, but she's awakening too, so she does a lot of damage here. I only have her here because, again, she does do a lot of damage. Otherwise, I'm just gonna use Stella, which can help the team cycle better. So what Arena Awakening 2 does is there's a 50% chance that she uses Blackberry whenever a purple card is used. And we got purple cards from her, Suen, and Shadowcraft. So it's likely one of those cards will trigger Blackberry. Lastly, we have Suen. So Suen is another frontline, and she's a healer. And this time she's actually a dedicated healer and a Shadowcraft generator. So having her in the team is really important to help us generate more Shadowcrafts. So if you notice, we have Nayuta's Resonance 5 disabled, and this is quite crucial as this will break our setup if this is activated. So keep this disabled. Now let's break down the auto configuration, and I will also leave the config code in the comments so you can check that out if you have these crew members. So I will explain it simply. So you just want the Shadowcraft card on the highest priority, as this is the thematic of the team, of course. Then Nayuta's 0 cost cards here. Power Reconstruct gives you the damage reduction buff, and Flame Integrate and Bolt Disintegrate are just damaging cards. Then we have Vanish in Nayuta's Resonance. This can draw cards, prioritizing red cards, I believe. And then we have Old Chapter, which buffs the highest attack ally. So you have to set this up first. And this also generates Shadowcraft, along with Neotune, which heals and generates Shadowcraft. Then we have Tayutao, which gives buff to all frontline allies, which is Tenny, Arena, and Suen. Then Mystique. This can be placed anywhere, as you will use this skill as always as this button is activated. Leader skill when enabled, use leader skill immediately when fully charged. And then going back, we have Magnet Wheel, another card that can draw, but this prioritize Magnet Wheel first, so it will spam 3 Magnet Wheel cards before drawing another. And then we have Shape Avalanche to redraw the Magnet Wheel from the discard pile. We have Blackberry, a healing skill. Apple, a damaging skill. We have Purge, another healing skill. And Pitch, that gives Berserk buff to the target ally. We also have Shuffle Disable here. Ogiryufu under, and discard Disable along with Improvision. We don't want to use this card as this is our cost generator with Mystic. And then we have Frost Magstar lastly here, as this is not a priority card for the team. And so, yeah, moving on, let's go to the Haruka testing. And let's see how this team actually works. And so, yeah, enjoy. And so that's it for this team. Like I said earlier, this is still a Scuff team that needs improvement. Mainly the card drawing situation. The most important members here in the team is Nayuta, Suen, and Alba. You can completely replace Tenny and Arena with someone else that draw cards like Kizuku, Stella, or maybe Rinavon. So yeah, that's it for this video. Leave a like and sub if you learned something. Again, I'll leave the import code in the comments so you can test this out and maybe improve it. We also have Teams in Pride when we are constantly updating it, so if you found errors, let us know so we can fix them. We're also adding the equipment recommendation there soon. And so yeah, goodbye for now.